Well, when I'm recording this, it's been about 3 hours since the video yesterday came out, and you voted in your numbers quite conclusively, it has to be said. But who did we choose? Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2019 and part whatever it is of Season 4 of the Journeyman. And we're still here at South Shields. Way! Not for much longer though. We are going to take the Barnsley job. But fear not if you are a fan of the South Shields stuff. I think I am going to go ahead and do Road to Glory with them alongside the Journeyman. I need to do some planning and stuff, and it'll be taking it on right from this point here. So 21st in the National League, that is where it is going to be taking place. And, you know, I don't know anything else at the moment, but keep your eye out on the channel for a series called Up the Mariners, which will hopefully go down well. But 72% of people voted for us to go to Barnsley. I think there was about 26% voted for a new series, and about 2% said stay at South Shields. So unfortunately, that's what we have to do. And with the rules of the Journeyman, that is exactly the decision we have to make. For me, I think it's a bit unrealistic to go from the National League all the way to the Championship. But they're taking a risk on us, you know. We've got $1.5 million, 150k per week wage budget. We'll try and bump them up a little bit in terms of money, which will help us find our house in the next episode. And there we go, $4.5 grand a week. So we're getting a massive pay rise of $3.5 grand on top of our current salary, which is going to be brilliant. And yeah, we have to say bye-bye to South Shields. It's been a wonderful time. You know, such fabulous memories will be made, and it has been special to manage my hometown club in the Journeyman, getting retweets off South Shields, even being in contact with their media officer. Possibly more to come on that in the future, but you know, Kegman made the wonderful kits. It's just been an absolute blast. The two full seasons we were there, we finished 6th and 2nd, managing to get promoted last year. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here. But we do, unfortunately, have to continue on. And we are now a Barnsley manager. Oh, it's so sad that we've left. So sad that we've left South Shields. We've got a match against Villa in 8 days, so that'll be on today's episode, I guess. But yeah, there you go. We take the Barnsley hot seat. Yeah, well, we're up in the Championship after 4 and a tiny bit of seasons, which is crazy. I think we were stuck in the Vanarama National League North for 3 years last year, so yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy that we're already in the Championship. By the way, while we were at South Shields, we have been taking our coaching badges, so we're up now to a Continental B licence, and we're studying for a Continental A. But this is going to be a big step up for us, and as some people were saying in the comments, this is a huge risk, you know. They're 15th in the league. We could quite easily get relegated this season and, you know, get sacked, which would be worse than staying where we were. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, there's the usual spiel. We will have a little look at the squad before we head over to the Villa match. Our best player is Ryan Fredericks and Rob Hughes, who are on loan. Che Adams is here as well. Birmingham City youth prospect in real life, I guess. He's scored 4 in 17 this season. Going to need a little bit more out of him. Ethan Pinnock as well. Looks pretty decent. Adam Davies, good goalkeeper there. Saul Shotton, Ryan Yates, a couple of more loan players. Derek Williams, Angus MacDonald, but plenty of really top quality players at this club, and certainly a lot of potential. Look at that, that is exciting. A lot of players in on loan. That's how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. 8 players in on loan. So that is another thing we're going to have to sort out. So we'll have a little look at how much we're spending. So we're spending 163. So we're going to have to pull this back a little bit, which isn't ideal. But I don't want to be spending more money than we've got. So we'll have about 650 grand to spend in January, which isn't a great deal at this level. We've got a decent bank balance. And this club, they want us to avoid relegation. As I said, it's going to be tough. Be competitive in the FA Cup. So basically, it's fine to lose in the third round, and we're already out of the League Cup. So we've got a tough start against Villa, obviously. They're top of the league. And then we go away to Rob Ponton's boys, Ipswich, and then Reading. That's a really, really tough start. We're playing first and third and away to Ipswich in the middle. So, yeah, but something exciting, most definitely. And I'm looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into this squad. I'm getting Fleetwood vibes. I don't know whether it's just the colours or Barnsley being an underdog. Where is their best ever position over the last however many years? I really don't know. It looks like they've never ever been in the top flight, so let's have a look at their records. Overview. So highest position is 19th in the Premier League. So they did reach the Premier League at one point, although I didn't see it on here. There it is, their sole season in the Premier League. So yeah, that's possibly a target to get them into the Premier League again. That would be quite nice, and then maybe we go abroad at some point, because we're pretty close to the best that the Journeyman can get in the Premier League. But that is where we're going to leave it for now, and then I'll meet the players and stuff and sort out a tactic, and we'll come back for the Aston Villa game. So here we are then for the first game against Aston Villa. Pre-meetings and stuff with the players has gone really, really well. They're happy to have me here, even though none of them have ever heard of us. But we've put together a decent squad. We're going for a 4-2-3-1, much like we did against South Shields, with South Shields, I beg your pardon. We need to change this around, because apparently you're not allowed this many loan players. I did point that out to you guys, that there was a lot of loan players in there. We have got the 5 in there now, so that should be absolutely fine. But our first team selection for Barnsley then, we've got Adam Davies in goal. We've then got Fredericks, Shotton, MacDonald and Williams in defence. We've then got Rob Hughes and Corey Smith in the middle of the park, with Che Adams, Marcus Edwards and Amir Berkovitz starting behind Victor Adebayo up top. Adebayo pretty much is his name. So let's get into it. Obviously Villa are the favourites, but we're going to go out there, we're going to play our game, we're going to just experiment a little bit. It's our first match in charge of Barnsley at the end of the day, so we want to make a good impression to the fans. They'll obviously have their doubts. We've come up from the Vanarama National League, so we have no right of being up here in the Championship, but we'll go out there today, we'll hopefully put in a performance. We might get beat 4-0, who knows, but let's go out there, Barnsley. I don't even know what their nickname is, but we're at Oakwell. I think Oakwell is their home ground, and in the next episode we will go and find a house. I'm currently staying in a hotel I didn't want to show that on camera, of course, but we'll show you where I'm going to move to in the next episode, which will be the first proper episode of Barnsley. Obviously today is sort of a transition episode from Shields to Barnsley. So tomorrow we'll have the big fat number 1 in the corner and the brand spanking new thumbnail for season 4 of the Journeyman. I cannot wait, actually. It's nice to have a change. Here's Edwards into the middle, and it's a good save by Radicki, I guess his name is. Whoa, what's happened there? Hold on. I want to see that again. I do not know what happened. What the hell happened? Let's just watch this again. I was too busy sending a shout out to them. Oh, that would have been the most hilarious start to a managerial career. But we are pretty much dominating the game so far. Edwards gets it into the middle. McDonald's there. Now here's Adebayor with the shot, and he scores. Victor Adebayor with the goal, and he does a really acrobatic celebration to get us off the mark. We've absolutely packed the park here at Oak. Well, actually, I say that. Look at all these empty seats. But there looks like there's a lot of fans there. I'm just not used to managing in stadiums this big. But what a shot from Adebayor. And it's now a 1-0. Come on. That was absolutely brilliant. And that will move us up to 14th in the league, which would be brilliant. And obviously Aston Villa are the leaders at the moment. Here's Hughes. Hughes on the ball. Gets it wide to Fredericks now. Fredericks into the middle. It's away by Chester. Now that's away to O'Hare. O'Hare on the ball. He's pushing forward now for Aston Villa. This will be a test of our defence. Into the middle. It's shot and away. That was nice. Here's Hurahan, and now Adebayor on the ball. Oh, it's blocked. But that was a nice little ball forward. And certainly some nice football being played by us so far. Here's Edwards with the corner kick. He gets it in. Adams is there. Here's Hughes now. Adebayor to Edwards once again. Edwards into the middle, and it's another corner. What can we do with this one? Marcus Edwards with the corner into the middle, only as far as Chester. Now here's Williams, but Edwards once again on the ball. Here's Williams. Back to Edwards. Come on. Williams. This is funny. Now Smith. Here's Berkovitz, and it is offside. I thought it might be a penalty, but it is just offside, unfortunately. But Aston Villa are dominating the league, it would have to be said. So it's a very good result so far. Fredericks to Smith. Oh, it's in. It's in. It has deflected. I do not know what has happened there. It sort of glitched when we had the deflection. But Smith absolutely pelted it. Let's have a look at this. It was Hughes and then Fredericks. Nice pass to Smith. First time volleying. Well, I mean, the keeper almost got there. I don't know who their goalkeeper is these days. Oh, yeah, Radicki. And I've accidentally opened up Football Manager's Twitter page due to one of their dastardly links there. But 2-0 to the Barnsley. Come on, what a start this is for us. And we're just looking to stay mid-table this season. No intention of being promoted, really. But if we continue like this, who knows what we can do. What a first half of football that is. And that is vindicating our decision to move. Playing some really, really nice football here. Smith, end of highlight. But look at all this. We're dominating all of the stats. We've got less yellow cards, less fouls. This is just going really nicely. Here's Fredericks. Now Che Adams. Here's Edwards. Edwards on the ball. Crosses it wide. Here's O'Hare. Now to Ajaria. He gets it forward. Fredericks heads it out, but only as far as Green. Green on the ball. This is a chance for Villa now. Good tackle. McDonald gets it away. Now here's Adebayor. This is forward to Marcus Edwards. This could be a chance to pretty much seal it. And he misses it. That was a chance. Here's Shotton. Shotton on the ball. Gets it forward to Adams. Now Hughes. Hughes forward to Adebayor. It's a good header. Now Fry gets it away. Here's Williams. Williams on the ball. Now Berkovitz. Edwards forward to Adebayor, and it's a good chance, good save, but it was offside ultimately. Here's Fredericks. Oh, now Ajaria. And they're pushing forward. I do feel nervous. 2-0 isn't entirely comfortable. It's more comfortable than 1-0 though. Here's Berkovitz on this left-hand side. He's had a nice little game so far. But O'Hare has got the tackle in. Shotton now to Edwards. Adebayo. That's forward. Oh, I thought that was going to be the chance. Here's Williams. Edwards were pushing them further and further back here. Smith. Wide to Williams. Williams into the middle. Adebayo's there. It's 3-0. Victor Adebayo with his 3rd goal of the season. 2 in the game today. Derek Williams with the cross into the middle. 3-0 to the boys in red. Barnsley trip down the M1 for me from here. Williams, wonderful cross in, and Adebayo has put it in. 3-0 now. And what a performance this has been for our first game in charge of Barnsley. The clearance from their goalkeeper, Shotton, has been brilliant today in the air, but here's Rudiaz and Davies comes out to collect. We have just got him as a goalkeeper. No sweeper keepers in this team at the moment. Davies gets it to Shotton now. Shotton with the pass forward to Che Adams. Che Adams now to Fredericks, gets it forward. Now Smith, here's Adebayo. Gets it forward to Edwards now. Edwards to Adams. Adams. Ooh, that could have been 4. And that definitely would have been it. Maybe should have squared it and rather than going himself. Hughes away. Here's Edwards. Edwards pushing forward. This is a good little run. Adebayo has been hacked. That has got to be a red card for Brian. He was nowhere near the ball. It's been a bad day at the office for Aston Villa. Is he going to take it out of his back pocket? He isn't, but it's a red card nonetheless. Brian is gone. It was a horrific challenge, really. He was absolutely nowhere near the ball. Che Adams not had the best of games, so we're going to put Zandy on that right hand side. No idea how you pronounce his name. Bergovitz is going to come off as well. We'll put Lucas Perez on that left-hand side. Former Arsenal player, of course, is Lucas Perez. We've got Joe Mason on the bench as well. I think we've got some really nice little players, and we can definitely be plucky this season. Some good championship specialists in there, and hopefully this is just a sign of things to come. You know, we've played absolutely out of our skin in this match, and I don't know whether it's just new manager syndrome or whether we genuinely are a really good side. We're unbeaten in 6 before this game, so perhaps this Barnsley side are just really good. And we're coming towards the end of the match here. McDonald's going to kick it full time, 3-0 on our debut as Barnsley manager. That is absolutely fantastic. Really, really special victory there against top of the table Aston Villa, who had only been beaten once before the start of that game, which is a really, really good performance. We'll just continue on. We'll see when we're going to come back. Quality of possession provides victory. Adebayo, now that's only his 2nd start of the season, by the way, and he's scored goals in the lower levels. Definitely somebody that I'm going to try and morph into a cracking championships striker. We're 7 matches unbeaten, which is the antithesis of how South Shields are doing. How are they doing without their legendary manager? They're not searchable. There we go. They've dropped a place, so it looks like they've lost their most recent one. They lost that 2-0 to Boreham Wood. They drew 1-1 against Gateshead. Dan Maguire with the goal there. Have they got a manager yet? Yes, Dave Conlon. Who's he? He was the assistant manager at Stockport, but has now took over South Shields. So there you go. Strip David Foley of the captaincy. Are you kidding me? Owen O'Reilly, the loanee, is now... Oh, he's not going to be happy. David Foley is not going to be a happy bunny. It doesn't say. It's pleased to be at a successful club. But... there you go then. So South Shields in a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure they're going to stay up this season, but hopefully we've brought in enough good players that they can have another crack at promotion next year. Some of the players in here will definitely do a good job. They're playing 4-4-2. which is interesting enough. But yeah, I'll play a couple of matches off camera, and we might come back for this Sheffield United match and the Birmingham City match. Huge games now in the Championship. Who would have thought that? If you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.